majesty! What a positively phenomenal sight! I can't remember how to pronounce her last name. Sorry. What happened? Are we still there? Did something happen? I went offline for a bit? For really? What the fuck, man? That's... Dude, and like, I haven't dropped any frames. Mikey! Oh shit, yeah, the stream did restart. Fuck, man. Dude, I'm real sorry we'll get up to this point. But I'm just gonna restart the bonding events because just for the VOD's sake, why, dude, I don't know why that happened. I didn't drop any frames, nothing. Zero, zilch. Not a bit. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna... Fuck, man, that's so aggravating. Yo, Mikey, thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. Yo, did you like that video, Youngblood? Laughed my ass off, dog. I don't know why stream just crapped out. That bugs me a great deal. But yeah, we're absolutely just gonna restart the bonding events. And so, you know, with the VOD getting uploaded, you know, sorry for the beginning of stream getting cut off. But no, I'm tanking again. Dunzo. Yo, big dog, thank you very much. Have fun. I'm dropping frames like a mad lad right now. Daft, I might have, but like, I don't know what on earth it could be. Like, I don't know if there was like a blip in my internet. I don't know if it was Twitch servers. I don't know what the hell's going on. So DC, I guess it crapped out and then we restarted, but now I'm still dropping frames, which is super, super weird. Alera, Ria, Door to the Lenny, and CRZSR. Enjoy the gifted. Yeah, all normal? Okay, if we're normal now, then yeah, I'm crapped out only for a few seconds. That's such a bummer. And like, you know, thanks to OBS where it has this like safety feature where it'll just like if the stream craps out, it'll just automatically kick back on. But that just makes things incredibly tricky. Especially in a sense like this, when like it's what happened day one, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll finish up this and then I'll restart this. I'm probably not going to read through all of it again, but it's super strange. Very, very weird. Old internet blips. All right. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna take it from the top.
So I promise I'll pay you back 100-fold.
Okay.
I've got to return the favor for all the times you gave me advice in the past.
I'm happy to have gotten to know you a little better, Van. If you would be so kind, I would be pleased if you looked after my brother and Najee in the future.
Sure. Van only gets 20 for that. Woof. Yeah, all right. So again, it's for the sake of the VOD. For anybody wondering what the hell I'm talking about, stream crapped out. New stream started. So yeah, at least it did it on the first one. You're not wrong. So we're gonna reload. We'll reload this. We'll go through that bonding event, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, some deja vu. I'm going to skip through all of this. Sorry. No, what am I doing? I mean, I'm not... I think we'll just skip till the boat. Okay, yeah. Good call. At least it didn't happen on the Elaine one, right? Your luck is a gift most reporters would give anything for. But in our line of work, what matters most is building up a foundation that doesn't rely on chance. Yo, Mikey, thank you guys very much for the hype train, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Don't count on making it big off of one scoop. Instead, train your senses one step at a time. That way, down the line, you'll have the tools to close the gaps on whatever it is you really want. He said all that, huh? I'd heard of the man, albeit only through hearsay. That must be a very precious memory to you. It is. All of his little words of wisdom made me who I am today. I just hope I've managed to get a little closer to being the kind of person he was. You know as well as I do that you've got a long ways to go. Tell me about it, but that won't stop me from soldiering on. Just you wait, Dingo. I'll get there someday. No flukes required. And this is where it shit the bed. Sooner or later, I'm gonna catch up to you. It was the whale. It was all the whale. Holy. Was that a phantom whale just now? Such grandeur, such majesty. What a positively phenomenal sight. Well, miss, is it... I may? Did you manage to capture it on film? Darn it, I think I was so flabbergasted that... No, wait! I actually did get it! I must have accidentally pressed the button. Wow, the composition is perfect and it's totally in focus, too! Way to go, me! So much for not relying on luck. Oh, come on, no need to rain on my parade. Looks like the Wheel of Fortune's turning the other way this time. You mean to say the engine's out of order? It wasn't my fault, I swear! More importantly, how are we supposed to get back to shore? This spot is out of comms range, so we'll just have to wait for somebody to come and save us. You're joking! Now, in a certain sense, setbacks like these are what makes traveling such a thrill. Najee, having realized something was amiss, flew the Horvatot Gesundheit to rescue the group soon after. Van, Zeta, and Murray. Dude, I don't know why. Some nights I'm on it, other nights I'm not. Then returned to Nemeth Island feeling strangely uplifted.
You're always helping me out, so
Damn.
I promise I'll pay you back 100-fold.
Wish we could have just made it all the way through this.
For all the times you gave me advice in the past.
I'm happy to have gotten to know you a little better, Van. If you would be so kind, I would be pleased if you looked after my brother and Najee in the future.
Still, it's funny that he only gets 20. And then we're gonna do yeah, sink or swim, then Anya's, a rare quarrel, and then Battle of Blades. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. Oh shit! Look at this stud. Okay, all done with our warm-up stretches. You really caught me off guard asking for swimming lessons, though. There's got to be better coaches to choose from. What can I say? I just thought that you'd make for a good instructor. Researching with the professor has always kept me too wrapped up to even graze the surface of this sort of thing. It'd be a useful skill to have in a pinch, so I'd really appreciate it if you could teach me. Fair enough. There have definitely been times in my line of work when it's literally sink or swim. In my rookie days, I was cornered by some guys who had it out for me. Wound up taking a dip in the sewage to get away. Man, that brings back memories. I didn't do it earlier, had to do it. I forgot all about, like, even though you ban, blocking is also a thing, too. I think that's an experience I can live without. Apologies for the wait, Mr. Arkride, Mr. Salesian. Holy mackerel. She's a robot. Keep that in mind, everybody. Jiggle. Whoa. I do hope you can forgive my late arrival. Don't worry about it. You were going around taking everyone's drink orders, right? Always a considerate concierge. That's very kind of you to say. Is something the matter, Mr. Salesian? No, it's just that you're so pretty and... Forget I said that. You wanted to test out your artificial body, right, Reset? I bet you Catcher wants to test out that artificial body, too. Yes, though more as a personal pursuit rather than part of my official duties. I learned the fundamentals of swimming as part of Marduk's motor function assessments. But I don't often have the privilege to exercise them in more natural environs, especially not an ocean so lovely as this. Well, what's the harm? You're probably designed to be seawater resistant anyway. Don't let me stop you either. I'll just be trying to pick up what I can from you in the meantime. I may not be the best example to follow, but don't hesitate to ask if you have any need of me. So, ready to get down to it? Sure thing. And kick and scoop and kick and scoop. I know we're starting from the ground up, but I think you might have a knack for this. The way you extend yourself, your kicking technique, it all looks pretty balanced to me. You think so? I'm just flailing for my life, really. It's a little embarrassing having my hands held like this. I feel like a child. Not to mention... something up? No, not at all. I just wish I was half as good as her. My, oh my. Phew, how fares your progress? About as well as it looks, I guess. You're practically a pro, though, Reset. Yeah, you swim like such a natural. I wouldn't have guessed any part of you was prosthetic. I'm delighted to hear that. Evidently, I have no trouble operating under high salinity either. Mr. Salesian, from what I observed at a distance, you appear to be overly fixated on your leg movements. I suspect that your form will be much more stable if you focus on engaging your body as a whole. My body as a whole, huh? I never realized swimming was so involved. Well, damn. That little nugget of advice had more insight than about 100 of mine. My apologies. I didn't intend to speak out of turn. Perhaps I will try venturing out into deeper waters this time, if you'll excuse me. Ichi, what's good, my guy? Dusk, what's cracking? Good to know she's having fun. Heck, she seems more in her element than usual. Nothing wrong with feasting your eyes, but stare any harder and they'll fall out of their sockets. Didn't think about it at the time, but with the recent rewatch, this is a giant Ghost in the Shell reference with the android swimming. Oh, okay. Yeah, good thing we watched it, huh? It was all just part of the design. It's not like that. At least not entirely. I was just impressed. Obviously, only she can know what it's like to be mostly prosthetic. Why would you say that? It's so awkward. He's got to be partially prosthetic. Maybe. But I still can't help wondering how much sheer effort it took for her to be able to swim so well. I get what you mean, but there's more to it than that. She had to go through all sorts of experiences in virtual space before getting that body. It must have been a long road, and all the while, she knew it wasn't going to be anything like the real deal. For better or for worse, there's a gap between Resette's physical self and the person she is inside. I'll bet the reason that she takes life by the horns is because she's constantly doing all she can to bridge that gap. Bridge the gap, huh? I was right to be impressed then. Facing her circumstances head on, enjoying herself along the way, I don't think I ever could. Head pat! For what it's worth, most everybody feels this way about someone else. But before dwelling on what you don't have, why not build some confidence in who you are right now? And if you can't get it off your mind, then take that negativity and channel it into something more motivating to motivate yourself instead. Man, yeah, you're right. I should take a page out of her book and... Hold on, I think something's wrong with Reset. Crap, she's in trouble. Wait here, Catra, I'll... Hang in there, Reset, I'm coming! Hey, what are you... Aw, hell! Catra's just like, alright, I got this swimming thing down. Van and Catra managed to rescue Reset and return her safely to the shore. Thank you, both of you. I'm just glad you're okay. Wasn't expecting you to start drowning out there. Did your artificial body go haywire? It would appear that I was so engrossed in swimming that my output exceeded its limiters. My systems then temporarily shifted into an underclock state in order to prevent an overload. Mortifying as it is to admit, I became a tad more carried away with myself than anticipated. You think? But hey, as long as it's nothing serious. I'm terribly sorry. Don't be. In fact, I'm kind of jealous. You accept your body for what it is and push yourself to be the best you can be regardless. There's something incredible about that, Mr. Salesian. On the contrary, I believe you are the incredible one. Despite being only a novice at swimming, you rushed out to my aid without a second thought. That's proof you're always maturing every second of every day, this very moment included. I envy you for it. No matter how they enhance my body's performance, that sort of growth is difficult for me. Oh. Now that you mention it, how did I manage to swim all of a sudden? I think that's what they call an adrenaline rush. Plus, you probably picked up a few tricks watching Reset. You had me on pins and needles for a second, though. Was starting to think that I'd have to haul both of you back. Still, you leapt into action to save a friend. You ask me, that's something to be proud of. Yeah, I guess I could stand to have a little more self-esteem. Thanks, Van. You too, Reset. Afterward, Catra helped Reset adjust the limiter control settings for her prosthetic parts. They then enjoyed their time in the water a while longer before returning to their reconnaissance of the island. Bro, that robot is... wowie. She's very, proportionate, right? It's a good way to put it. I need to put some serious thought into who I want to be. And someday, I'll be able to hold my head up high in front of the others. Yeah, dog, she is caked up, for sure.
Perhaps I overextended myself this time. But be that as it may, I was able to attain a new experience. And for that, I have you to thank, Mr. Arkwright.
I feel a lot more confident now. Thank you.
No thanks to Catra, though?
I'd really like it if you could teach me more things in the future.
Bro, she is double cheeked up on a Wednesday evening. For sure. Okay, so now... now I have to save... oh, shit, before. Will doing certain bonding events... And now, granted, this is... hold on, I gotta back all the way up right fast. For starters, I have enjoyed quite thoroughly how things have moved in terms of what we've experienced for bonding events here in Daybreak. It's more like friendship, team bonding, kind of like, you know, with like bits and pieces of, you know, like maybe there's some romance, but I had said it like before that that's the way I was hoping that the series was going to move. Just because like the romance bonding scenes are just so palpably divisive, and all it does is just like breed this toxicity and this like negativity, like, oh, you didn't do this or that or this or blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, like, so get away from that. I enjoyed it for what it was, but now move forward with like this like team building or more like friendship, familial kind of like thing. And if you want to sprinkle in some romance here and there, like, good, but like don't make that at like the forefront of what they're like focusing on. Toxicity brings in the money, so does the thirst, I guess. All right, so now we're gonna save scum it. Yeah, what I was gonna ask was, sorry, long-winded as per usual. Doing certain bonding events, will that affect anything in the story moving forward? I don't mind romance, fuck friendship, but I don't like to choose your own waifu romance because it has no weight. Fuck friendship? Bro, Grumpy, come on, man, I'm right here. Jeez. Bro, shame on you. It's the power of friendship that's gotten us to this point to begin with. But I don't like to choose your own waifu romance because it has no weight. Yeah. Make it canon, baby. Like Nayuda. See what I did? Yeah. Bro, if I had to choose between you and a soulmate, I'm ditching you, Neo. No hard feelings. Well, I mean, dude, your soulmate can be your best friend. Like, as cliche as it sounds, soulmate would ultimately be your best friend as well. So you can't say fuck friendship. That's just no. That holds no weight, sir. The connects in Daybreak seem far more mature compared to Cold Steel. Yeah, absolutely. I would agree, Daft. Faux show. Did it? Did it? Now, Anya's. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. There, that takes care of the equipment. Hello, Albert. Sorry to bother you on your day off. Would you mind checking with Odette about those documents from our last meeting and transferring them my way? Much appreciated. There'll be a souvenir with your name on it when I get back. Ah, almost forgot. I need to send the vendor an orb mail. May as well take this opportunity to draft up a schedule for the guest of honor, too. I see the problem. Do you think this plan will actually work? Depends on how well you play your cards. The guests of honor? Friends with benefits, fuck friendship? I mean, still friends, though. Hope they keep that more mature theme moving forward. Yeah, Philly saying, I agree 1 gajillion%. There you are, Ren. Hello, Van, Agnes. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, we were just kind of wondering if you'd like to come to the beach with us. I know, Grumpy, I know you were. I was trying to lay it on as well. Just, I guess I didn't do a very good job of it. It's not every day we get to spend time together at a resort, after all. Much as I appreciate the sentiment, I still have a few pending tasks on my plate. But perhaps I could make room for some afternoon tea. None of that work has to be finished right this second, does it? If it absolutely needs doing, I'd be happy to help later, but it'd mean a lot to me if you'd join us. Oh, very well. I can afford to take a breather. And then it's settled. Let's get changed and meet up over at the beach. Damn, Agnes. Gee whiz. Beach volleyball? It's been an age and a half. What, you got experience? At Michelin back in Crossbelt, yes. I played with a family that I'm acquainted with. They had their little boy Colin with them at the time, so I wouldn't consider it a serious bout. Damn, man. Like, again, imagine just not like... I get it, everybody's gonna play it differently, dude. Like, what they're able to play, when they can play it, how they can play it, but, like, just to have the context. It's super good, dude. It feels really, really good. Good brain juice. In fact, it almost feels as though Anya's proposed this idea in hopes of stoking that particular memory. Me? I was just thinking it'd be a nice way to unwind. She also figured that you could channel all your pent-up stress into the game. You know, from leading the student council and all. I never said that. That's funny. I'd consider my work on the slimmer side compared to a certain part-time job of yours, Anyez. I even get to hold tea parties on a regular basis, complete with all the sweet treats I can stomach. Sweet treats? Y'all ever need an advisor? I mean, we already got you out on the sand, so there's no worming your way out of this. I suppose a bit of recreation won't hurt, but I'm getting changed and heading back right afterward. At any rate, unless you fancy trading off 1 versus 1, we're still a player short. Then perhaps I could fill the gap. Holy Santa Claus shit. Okay, yeah. The golden butterfly. Hold the phone. I was thinking that we could look around for the perfect fourth. And you found her. I know a good time when I see one. Plus, it isn't often that I have an opportunity to get the better of Ren. A bit early to be gloating. Have you ever considered the possibility that you might lose? And here I was hoping to keep this simple. Hey, surprises are the spice of life, right? Now come on, let's split into teams. After taking into account what the golden butterfly was wearing and picking our jaws up off the floor, each participant's general level of athleticism and experience with the sport, it was decided that Van and Ren would face off against Anyez and Lucrezia. This isn't exactly how I thought we'd pair up. Oh, it seems well balanced to me, all things considered. Or are you saying you wish you'd been partnered with Mr. Arkwright instead? Sorry, Anyez, I didn't mean to steal him away from you. He isn't mine to begin with. Our plan's going a little off course, but no big deal. If we're going through with this, we might as well make a competition out of it. It's tough to read the dialogue when I'm seeing booty cheeks just there, okay? Good lord. How about this? The losing team has to do any one thing the winning team says. Ooh, a little thrill to raise the stakes. I like it. The idea of having you and Ren at my whim is tantalizing indeed. I could say much the same in reverse, though I doubt it would teach you any lessons. That said, I'm not so sure if that's Anyez's idea of a reward. No need to worry for my sake, Ren. I don't plan on taking this game lightly. Well, if you insist. Guess we'll just have to go all in out there, won't we, Van? Rein it back in, will ya? We can't let them beat us, Lucrezia. My, but aren't you eager? Shall we, then? And so the beach volleyball match began. It really is dead or alive beach volleyball. While lighthearted to start, things gradually heated up as the game progressed. Yeah! Oh no, my angle was off! Bro, I wish we could play this minigame though, for real. That was one hell of a spike! Impressive as ever, Retzi. It was my partner who set me up for success. Not the liability you'd hope she'd be, thanks for the save. Take this! Just barely out of bounds. A pity. No worries, just shake it off. Phew, we're on a track to win this set thanks to you, Lucrezia. I guess even Ren makes mistakes once in a while. Why, naturally. This may not be her first foray on the court, but she hasn't quite found her rhythm. I don't think we'll have such a smooth go of it from here on, though. What makes you say that? You'll see. Now on to the next serve. Agnes and Lucrezia proceeded to take the first set. The tide, however, began to shift in the second. Take the shot! How do you like this? Huh? I told you as much. No? Huh. It took a hot second for you to get in the groove. Such a banger, dude. Now that I have a better feel for this, it's time to mount a comeback. It's like we're playing against a totally different person. There's a reason they call her a genius. Given the time, she can adapt to any situation or environment. I imagine she spent the first set observing me until she figured out my every move. So being a true genius goes beyond smarts alone. Also, while I'd like to say that I'm drawing parallels to what we just experienced with Catra as well. Like learning to swim on the fly, just observed, like reset a little, you know what I mean? It could be a stretch, but that's just me, you know, putting stuff together. Ren's even more amazing than I already gave her credit for. That said, oh, sorry, I was just thinking that I shouldn't place all the burden of winning on you. I'm going to dig deep and do my part too. That's the spirit, darling. From there, Ren, who is now at full strength, kept Lucrezia in check, allowing her and Van to take the second set. With that, the game carried on to the third. Here we go. Last set out of 3. I guess we'd better start brainstorming a penalty for them. You haven't won just yet. Let's make this one to remember, shall we?
There! Take this! Yeah!
Both teams played with intense fervor, neither side letting up for a moment as the match entered its final phase. Eventually, everything came down to one final point, and then... this is it! Ha! Ha! Oh, the fake out! Look at that, dude. Yeah! Come on, Van, where were you? Whoops. We've been had. 15-14. The victory is ours. Well, gee willikers. You had me fooled at the end there. I didn't even notice Anya's going for the spike. Especially when you'd been building your plays around Retzi the whole match. The young lady here thought that if I drew your attention, she could take you by surprise at the last minute. Thought it was still a complete gamble as to whether or not I could actually pull it off. I just figured that there was no way we could beat you two head on. Huh, color me impressed. Apparently working for a Spriggan has made you rather crafty. Well, the winners get to give the losers one command, so don't be shy. Let's hear it. I'll do whatever you ask, so long as it isn't anything that'll hurt our friendship down the line. It was your strategy that won us a game. Why don't you do the honors for us both? I appreciate that. Here goes then. Ren, I order you to divvy up more of your student council duties with the rest of us. Huh? You're always so preoccupied with getting everything done yourself. Yes, it's important to prepare for the upcoming festival, but even here on the island, you've been working remotely. Guilty as charged. I know you're a genius who can do whatever she sets her mind to. You tackle everything single-handedly, academic or otherwise. Even during that ordeal at Aramis, you were there to back us up. But Odette, Albert, and I are members of the student council too. You don't have to shoulder it all on your own. Supporting you is what we're there for. So please, try to lean on us a little bit more, okay? Agnes. Now I see. So that's why you invited me out here to play volleyball with you. Can you blame her? It might just be a game, but she was hard-pressed getting you to take her seriously otherwise. The Golden Butterfly wasn't part of the plan, but it did make for a better match in the end. Well, now I wonder if you only squeezed yourself in because you knew what we were up to. Why, I haven't a clue what you mean. Thank you, all of you. Orders are orders. I promise to share more of my responsibility with the rest of the student council from now on. Just don't change your tune when the work piles up to your ears. Oh, Ren, I wouldn't have it any other way. I really do need to look into what that old goat is plotting, though. After ensuring that Ren took some extra time to relax, Van and Agnes regrouped with the others and resumed their investigation.
Dear me, if I'm causing you to worry that much, Agnes, then I must be slipping.
That
you
old
and
goat.
Van have my thanks.
Dan, what's good, my guy?
And I suppose Retsy does as well.
I've always wanted to help lift some of the burden from Ren's shoulders. I guess this goes to show that I've grown since I started working at Arkwright Solutions.
Ouroboros does not hire unattractive against the rule. Yeah, clearly. Even the dudes are fucking pretty good looking dudes, for the record. Aaron, thank you. How are you? How's the experience of getting S-braked? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Aaron. Sorry. Could you expand on that a bit? Been growing since Sky? Fact. Just 20? Come on now. Oh, Garden Master? Fucking horrible, dude. I watched you fight with Garden Master, suddenly S-break you. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, I missed the reference, clearly. So my bad. I mean, I got over it. I still haven't gotten over how cornball a name the Garden Master is. It's god-awful. I can't take it seriously at all. It's a picture of that weed whacker with his face on the top. That's it. Like, that's what it is. So now we have to do a rare quarrel. And then we will have Battle of the Blades. They're hiding it pretty well, but I can tell something's going on between Swin and Nadia. Pretty rare for those two to not get along. I should probably keep an eye on them. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. How could you even suggest that, S? Just think about it. Logically, splitting up would be the most efficient way to comb the island. Besides, you were the one who said that we should do some reconnaissance. Well, sure, but that was just a code word for date. Not happening. You realize that we aren't actually out here on vacation, right? Of course I do. All I'm asking for is a tactical break. Most people call that goofing off. Something you already do 99% of the time. Ooh, boy. Things are even pricklier than I thought. Spoiled as Nadia may be, Swin could definitely stand to relax a bit. Though I get that's a tall order after everything that happened at Aramis Academy. Oh, so that's how you want to play it? When did you swap out your heart for a sack of rocks? When are you going to grow up for once? All right, you two, enough bickering. Van, perfect timing. Teach S here a thing or two about how to treat a lady, will ya? You can try, but the only thing that needs straightening out here is your lazy attitude. This goes for both of you. Quit making a stink about doing reconnaissance out in the open. It's not a lot, but there's still other tourists here. Or did you forget that Spriggan work is supposed to be kept on the down low? Look, I get it. Vacations and arguments go hand in hand. Everything you've been bottling up is liable to boil over. But having a grown-up chew you out in front for it ain't gonna do much to bury the hatchet, right? Meaning, you have a better suggestion? Well, we're at a resort. If you've got a score to settle, might as well do it with some flair. Oh, shoot, man. Oh, water gun fight? Let the first, though there are no plans for a second, annual Arkwright Solutions water gun fight commence. This is great, man. On the boys' team, we have Mr. Wei, Mr. Salesian, and their captain, Mr. Abel. On the girls' team, we have Miss Claudel, Miss Al-Fayed, and their captain, Miss Rain. Each team is also represented by their respective coaches, Mr. Arkwright and Miss Lanster. Judge Fio and myself will be serving as referees. Why are we doing this again? Won't say no to a good time, but third wheeling for couples therapy is my idea of fun. What can I say? I haven't been this livid with her in who knows how long. I heard you two were fighting, Nadia. Is everything okay? Is everything okay? This can drop it into a ditch for all I care. I don't know what this is about, but it should make for some real good group combat training. Judith will keep an eye out and handle any injuries, so go at it as rough as you want. Oh, and just to add some incentive, the coach of the losing team has to buy everyone shaved ice afterward. Some good shaved ice, yeah. You never told me that! Not that I mind or anything. Damn, Judith. Let's have a fair fight out there, guys. Just try not to hurt yourselves. A reminder of the rules. You can be hit up to 3 times before you are eliminated. Whichever team eliminates all members of the opposing team wins. Judge Fio, the coaches, and myself will provide impartial verdicts on what constitutes a hit. I will now give the starting signal. If you could all take your positions. I'm coming for you, S. Gehenna hath no fury like a maiden scorned. You've been pampered long enough, Nadia. Time to take the kitty gloves off and teach you a lesson. On your marks, get set, go! Yeah, dude! Oh, when did she? Of course they'd send her. Got another over here. Ah, so cold. Here, I'll avenge you, Aggie. All that loafing has gotten you... I'm sorry, I can't. I can't keep up. I know Phil already warned me, but I can't. Pincer attack, on it. Wait, it's a trap. Ah! Oh, where'd they go? Right here. What the? He saw us coming? All according to Nadia's plan. Bang! All that party pooping has you losing your touch. Oh, and now it's not auto-advanced. Okay, it's fine. I figured you'd switch your brain into tactical mode eventually. You bet your bippy eye did, and there's a lot more where that came from. Things only intensified from there to the point where it seemed like more than just a game. As the showdown raged on, the boys capitalized on Swin's covert ambushes, while the girls relied on Nadia's ingenuity. Eventually, Anya's and Katra were eliminated, after which the battle sped rapidly toward its climax. Ah! Fairy's out. Crap. Aaron, you're out. Only one left on either team now. Nadia, Swin, hang in there, you two. The decisive moment is fast approaching. I can barely take the suspense. Who's gonna come out on top? Let's do this! Hey, S, I'm having a blast. Same, almost forgot how it felt. Too bad it won't last. Yeah, time to end this. Ah! Ah! I was in the zone, all right? Mr. Abel and Miss Rain have both been struck. According to Judge Fio, the shots landed simultaneously. As neither team has any players remaining, the first annual Arkwright Solutions water gun fight ends in a draw. All that for a draw. What's so funny, S? Nothing, I'm just impressed is all. I didn't think you'd get so crafty after calculating over a friendly match. Look who's talking, Mr. Take No Prisoners Guerrilla Warfare. Guess you're a lot more childish inside than I thought. And you're just as childish all over as I've always known. You're already 15 going on 16 this year. It's time to start acting here. Here we go again, some things never change. What were we fighting about in the first place anyway? You know, I don't even remember. Thanks for this, Van. I feel a lot better now. Hey, all I did was stand around and watch, but hey, glad to hear it. You're a world-class Batinsky, Van. But you're not even fair about it. Batinsky! Batinsky! Stop being a butthead. I will say this was one of the more enjoyable beach episodes in the trail series for me. The increased fidelity certainly helped. It's been really, really good, man. A Budinsky. I don't know. Pretty much like a butthead. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, hard to ignore the way you pushed us into an all-out war without getting your hands wet. I don't think that we can call this even until you're as soaked as the bone to the bone as we are. That's a tempting idea. I'm inclined to agree. Yeah! I spent the whole time hoping you, Judith, and Reset would hop in the fray. Maybe you grown-ups ought to take off the chaperone pants and pick up a blaster. Wait, you're dragging us into this too? Give me a break. How come y'all only set your differences aside when we're getting dogpiled? It would seem it's time to pay the piper. Or it would... Sorry, that was the wrong voice. Afterward, the older members of the group joined in for a great big battle royale. They even reveled in a long and hard-fought clash, with every one of them emerging drenched and covered in sand.
She's getting sillier by the second. Well, anyway, I guess there's no harm in going another round or two.
Now I'm on the same team as S.
Mermaid?
Prepare to meet a watery grave at the
What's up,
hands
buddy?
of
How
our
are you?
aquatic artillery.
20. Such a Debbie Downer. All right, now we're going to save scum again. I didn't do the right thing. We did this time, though. Yeah, man, this beach episode has been real effing good, dude. For sure. And now we saved the best for last. Battle of the Blades. Jin called to tell me that Elaine and Shizuna are at each other's throats. Got a feeling that this is going to be a huge pain in the ass, but I should probably look into it. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. I think it's about time you came clean, Divine Blade of Silver. Out with it. What exactly is Ikaruga up to? And why did you fight Van in Longport? Bro. Like, again, like, the super duper torn up pants are super corny. She could have done something way different to go with that top. The top looks great on her, by the way. Gee, someone forgot to take their chill pill this morning. In my defense, I helped Van out in the end. Or wait, maybe that's what really got you all hot and bothered. I can do this all day if I have to. The sooner you stop dodging my questions, the sooner you can be on your way. Actually, I have another idea. Perhaps you'll be in a more talkative mood if I bring you to your knees, Divine Blade. You're on. Let's let our swords do the talking. Whoa, hold it, hold it. Van and Jin too? Whew, glad we made it in time. Look, this ain't the time or the place for this. I get how you feel, but you gotta take it easy, all right? We can't have you pulling a Walter. Right now, we need to be figuring out what the owner of this place is after, so let's put aside the personal grudges, huh? It's not a personal... No, you're right. I lost my cool. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, though. I think it would be a coin flip between the two of them, but I think I might give the edge to Shizuna. As much as I love Elaine, I think I gotta edge Shizuna. That's, you know, like, again, like I said, I feel like you could legit flip a coin, but I personally feel like edge Shizuna. She's crazy strong. Like, and that's not to say Elaine isn't, but the way that we've seen Shizuna, like, just adapt on the fly, she's like, oh, that move that Reen did? Yeah, I casually picked it up. No big deal. Like, it's not, you know, it's not like carbon copy, but, you know, it's my own take on it. Just like that. In a fight? Yeah, Philly, in a fight. I would give the edge to Shizuna. Kyo, what's up, buddy? How are you? Darn, and I was really looking forward to testing my mettle against the famous Beauty's Blade, too. Guess we'll take a rain check on that, but FYI, I'm ready to go anytime you are, especially now that I'm all fired up. Trust me, I fully intend to take you up on that, and that may happen sooner than you might expect. Bro. The sparks are still flying. The guild already had her marked, but after that incident in Longport, I think Elaine hit a boiling point. To be fair, she ain't doing herself any favors. What with all that taunting? That gal's trouble with a capital T. Think I might have to step in. Oh, do you know some other way that we can resolve this? Let me guess. You want to propose something that'll help us let off some steam without resorting to bloodshed? At least let me say it for myself. What do you mean? And did you just read Van's mind? Sure did. Jealous. Dude, holy shit. Knock it off, you two. I get that you two have an axe to grind, but there are ways to settle beef that don't involve cleaving each other in half. I've got a much safer solution in mind. Follow me, girls. I hope it's mini golf. It's not mini golf, it's a motorcycle race in their bathing suits. I don't know why they're in their bathing suits gonna have a motorcycle race. They probably would have been safer in the outfits that they were just currently wearing, but I'm here for it. I am here for it. All right, we're all set. Let's get this show on the road. It's the Battle of the Blade Babes. Beauty's Blade versus the Divine Blade of Silver, Blade Babes. But instead of clashing steel, they're clashing wheels in a riveting Bikini orbital bike race. Oh, she's blushing! Woo! I feel so foolish. Why would you, of all people, suggest that we wear bikinis? So you guys can whale tail your bottoms like that in all the provocative ways that you are. You guys levels the playing field. You don't have the clothing air resistance excuse when I make you eat my dust. If that's your argument, like legit, I'm not trying to absolute thirst, but just go bareback then. You know what I'm saying? Go in your birthday suits, because you still already technically have a little bit of clothing on. Might as well just go bare ass. I also just thought having a little eye candy would attract a few more eyeballs. She knows how to draw a crowd, that's for sure. Guess that comes with the unclouded eye package. What about her whispering eye, I wonder? Would you please stop trying to rationalize this? Hey, turn that frown upside down. You're gonna have a blast, I promise. Another swordsman I know likes to ride orbital bikes sometimes, so I've taken them for a spin a few times to see what the big deal was. I've never done a full-blown race with them before. I'm pretty stoked for this. So you're completely enthralled with this ridiculous idea? Why am I not the least bit surprised? So I'm sorry, okay? The whispering eye was, you know. Just, again, it was no filter. I get that swordsmanship's more your speed, but sometimes it's good to expand your horizons and give something else a whirl. Besides, you're getting to duke it out with the Divine Blade and see the island from a new point of view. You're killing two birds with one stone. Prince Shareed's bunch and the Arkwright Solutions team are making sure that the roads are clear of any bystanders. So don't worry about putting on the brakes. You're clear to go hell-bent for leather. Yo, dude! Right on. Judas Priest reference right there. Hell-bent for leather. Let's go. Not you too, Jin. Everyone's driving me up the wall here. Fine, if it's a race you want, then it's a race you'll get. I'll be running circles around you. We'll see about that. First one to finish 2 full laps around the island will be the winner. All right, ladies, start your engines. Let's do this. On your marks, get set, go! With that, the race between Elaine and Shizuna was off to a rumbling start. I'm already well in the lead now, I just need to maintain it to the end. Yeah, not happening. Whoa, the Divine Blade slipped right past her. Holy smokes, how'd she pull that off? That was amazing. I'll say, I didn't know an orbital bike could maneuver like that. That lady's talent is inhuman. I was careless. So what was that about running circles around me? The race has only just gotten started and it's already heating up. We're coming up on some rough terrain, so things might get dicey and bouncy. Keep those cameras at the ready, folks. Yeah, dude. Amazing. There, I caught up. Let me see. Maybe here? No way! Yes way. I love me a good shortcut. The Divine Blade's using her unclouded eye to find the fastest routes on the track. Has Beauty's Blade met her match? This race is getting real spicy real fast. The only thing that'd make it better is if we got a happy accident. Yeah! What do you think? Should we give the people what they want? Dump them out! What? No, are you crazy? The Silver Blade's still in the lead. One more lap to go. Who's gonna win? This is so good. As the second and final lap progressed, Elaine did everything she could to narrow the gap. However, she's gonna refuse to give her a reg until the very last moment. Well, it's been fun, but I think I've got this race in the bag. Better luck next time. Why'd she veer off? Oh, shoot. Oh! Dog, let's go. Holy crap, Beauty's Blade just pulled ahead out of nowhere. Wow, I wish I had thought to use that route. I was counting on you not making use of it. Now I believe victory is mine. Punch it. And there we have it, folks. The winner is Beauty's Blade, Beauty's Blade, Elaine Auclair. She sure showed us what an A-rank bracer is made of. All right, that's a wrap. Hope y'all enjoyed the race. They put on one heck of a show in more ways than one. Let's give it up for Elaine and Shizuna, everyone. Okay. I was this close to beating you. Then you had to pull that cheap little stunt at the last second. You must have got the idea to venture off the beaten path after I showed you up in the first lap. I was simply thinking on my feet, so to speak. You pulled the rug out for me, so I thought I'd return the favor. I bet everything on that last gambit. Well, major props. I guess your recent experiences in the capital really paid off. This just goes to show I have a long way to go. I'd better turn things up to 11. Spinal Tap reference, let's go. You realize the dial only goes up to 10, right? Yeah, dude, like, for real, I wish they would have leaned more into Spinal Tap right there. And Shizuna was like, yeah, but my dial goes up to 11. I ought to be like, yo, peak. Anyway, I hope that helped clear the air between you two. You feeling better, Elaine? Yes, I am. I think I was a little too high-strung earlier. I recognize now that there are more pressing matters at hand. I shouldn't have let myself go tunnel-visioned. Still, it's too bad that we couldn't go toe-to-toe in an actual sword fight. But I'm sure we'll have another chance down the line. Right, and when the time comes, I promise I'll give it my all. Those girls just don't know when to quit. Well, at least they're not at each other's throats anymore. Yep, and I got a feast for the eyes out of the deal, so no complaints. Now I better get back to... Oh, I don't think you'll be going anywhere. Indeed, not until we've gotten some payback. Is that like a euphemism for menage a trois? Payback for what? What do you think for making me race in this ridiculous outfit? Not to mention all those tactless little comments you made. I'll have you know that was one of the most embarrassing things I have ever done in my life. How about a 3-person race this time? We'll go all out and make sure you eat dirt fair and square. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up a sec. There's no way I can compete with you two. I don't think you're getting out of this one, pal. Hate to say it, but you had this one coming. Van was forced into a race against his will. Where he was soundly trounced by Elaine and Shizuna, who had put their differences aside in the face of a common enemy.
I would have preferred a proper sword fight, but I still had a lot of fun in the end. Thanks, Van.
You got off easy this time, Van.
Elaine is blushing the whole time, but Shizuna's calm and cool.
Yo,
like Mermaid for real? It's adorable. Like, there are certain characters when they are in a certain scenario. Like, when you see the blush pop up, you're like, oh, like, you're blushing. Like, what are we doing? Funny how Twitch censored the word threesome. It did? You just typed it. How did it censor you? You literally just typed it. Jeff, what's up, my man? How are you? Oh yeah. Still just 20. All right. No more saves coming. We've just done them all. Nero, that was for you, my guy. I am gonna do my top 3 though, and we're just gonna skip them because we've already done them. Oh, Twitch mobile? I didn't even notice it, dude.
She's getting sillier by the second. Well, anyway, I guess there's no harm in going another round or two.
Now I'm on the same team as S. Prepare to meet a watery grave at the hands of our aquatic artillery.
Talk. For real, I know like I've made mention of it already multiple times, but just the way that they have continued to build Swin and Nadia, like not just together, but like as singular characters, has been really fucking good, man. It's been really, really, really good. And then it's because Ren's in it. Doing good. Played the 33 Expedition 33 preview. Looking forward to that game. Looks great. How did it feel? Game looks wicked good, man. How did it feel gameplay wise? Swin and Nadia have greatly moved up my list of faves. They're getting there already for me too. Mermaid for real. Noit, what's up? Just because Ren is in it, or are you sure that you don't want to see some more Lucrezia again? Dog, I could never unsee Lucrezia again, for the record.
Dear me.
Just so you know, it's not the thirst.
Yes, then I
Skipped
must
it.
be slipping.
Right?
You and Van have my thanks. And I suppose Retzi does as well.
I've always wanted to help lift some of the burden from Ren's shoulders. I guess this goes to show that I've grown since I started working at Arkwright Solutions.
I played it on Steam Deck, so there were some issues, but still felt great. Right on. Excellent. Good to hear. Yeah, that's, I don't remember what day next month. All right, so now we have done all of our bonding events. They were great. They were all, like, they all were, like, legitimately really good. Very, very good. And like I said, I was drawn, like, I personally drew some parallels. Katra learning how to swim right quick. And then, you know, with Ren in how that volleyball match went. Might be a stretch, but that's where I'm at. This must be the rental car Teresa mentioned. Not bad. Even shares a series with my baby girl. A lot of good bonding events in this game. It was super, like, that whole batch of them were awesome, dude. If there's more, I'm looking forward to it. Don't tell me, though. But yeah, who doesn't like Estelle and Joshua adjacent? I'm not saying it's bad, but really when you think about the characters and behaviors, there's some parallels. Yeah, I can see it for sure. Kind of makes me think, now that you word it that way too, Grumpy, that at the very, like, at the, or in the end, rather, that Swin will finally just be like, just like Cave, you know what I mean? It'll be that, like, unexpected smooch on the beach. That a boy. Awfully big of them to loan it out to us. Now, let's see. Looks like I can take up to 2 other passengers with me. Might as well reach out to a couple and have them tag along. Now, who should I invite? Well, first things first. Just dropped in. This island may be uninhabited, but do try to keep the lead foot of yours reined in. So, we're going roofless, huh? That makes things interesting if a monster attacks. You two all nice and seated, and let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
Very well, driver. Shall we be off?
Holy shit, we really get to drive? You're shitting me. Oh shit. All right, you take your finger off the throttle. And
as far as the eye can see. It might be fun to try some long distance swimming.
Let's put the pedal to the metal.
do they have nitrous?
An abandoned church. It's so quiet.
See, the minute you take your hand, it turns on it, turns on a dime. Don't go. Oh, baby, please don't go. Do we have to go and look at all the... Oh, shit. Sorry!
I bet we could fish here.
Probably could. Ah! Oh, turbo mode? I disabled it so I didn't accidentally push it again. Hit a bush, hit a palm tree. No big deal. Couple of things here and there.
These prehistoric ruins have held up remarkably well.
Crap. I didn't scratch the paint job.
You did. It's fine. I don't think we can shoot the gap, but we're going to try. Nope, can't do it. Nope. Can we go over the rocks? Also can't do that either. Yeah, the controls are bad, but they did absolutely no adjustment for turbo, so it controls like total shit. That seems to be like the one constant. The one thing that Falcom hasn't quite mastered yet. Like wonky minigame controls. When you take your finger off the throttle and you can just turn like easy peasy, it's just like when you hop on your snowboard in Cold Steel 2. It was just so like now. Whoa, okay. Whoops. Well.
Nice to just kick back by the shore sometimes. I think we've
Almost
seen just
Austin
about
powered
everything.
myself. Holy hell. I'm just all over the road. No pun intended. It's just really that bad. Dude, I gotta go. I'm in a tunnel
Looks
now?
like this place is pretty well maintained.
What is this, like the Big Dig? I'm just in Boston now. Just on my way to the airport. No biggie. Ah. Ah. Woo! All right, there we go.
For a nice drive.
Next time, I want to try my hand at
Hey, Damien, thank you so much for the rate, man. I'm sorry, I was crashing a car, clearly. I appreciate it very much. How are you? How was your stream, dude? From there, Van and his companions wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. They're both almost at 3. I'm tempted to bring them both again. Yeah, I hated these minigames just way too long. I did the gliding one because I could just AFK at least, but some time consuming for no reason. Blade, best minigame? Yo, real talk? What is it, 7 of Hearts? It's fun. I dig it. Oh, there was a first person in that as well? Yikes. No, thank you. Pass. Hard pass. Just finished chapter 4 of 0. Yo, let's go, man. How you feeling about it so far?
Looks like a nice place to fish.
Been a long day, but I love how it picks up. Good. It does, man. I love Crossbell. Super duper good. We're currently offering a parasailing experience to our guests. It's an exhilarating two-person trip through the skies. Are you interested? Parasailing in a pair, huh? Maybe I should invite someone to join me. Oh, I mean, that's an easy one. I really didn't come here to fool around like this. Fool around wherever you want, Elaine. Lighten up. This will be a good chance to get the lay of the land from up high. Going around on foot won't give you that. And say it's not worth it, right? Oh, honestly, you always did have a way of talking people into things. Very well then, I'll come along. Are you gonna roll right into Azure?
Let's take to the skies.
Right. I think I might enjoy this. This is kind of refreshing, actually.
I'd be scared shitless. I don't think I would do it. I'd be afraid that it would like snap and I'd just be like, keep going.
I never realized the ocean could be so beautiful.
Noit, canon couple, no one else in the conversation. Facts. Big facts, my guy. Heard Van and Lane is the best ship in the series. I mean, it's always open to personal preference. In this arc, for sure, I 1 gajillion percent want them to end up an old, wrinkled, married couple with lots and lots of kids and grandkids and just live happily ever after. That boat just hit something.
Heck of a view.
Whee! Haven't decided. I want to push 0 because I got a physical copy and that's the last game I played before retiring my... Ah, okay. Yeah, people will always ship who they want to ship, man. It is what it is.
You doing okay?
This I absolutely love.
I enjoyed myself.
Van and Elaine, though. Why not go for the chaos option with Shizuna? I mean, that's still an option as well. Trails, what's up, man? How are you? Those would be some scary, powerful kids. Facts. With Kincaid as the maid of honor? Oh, dude, he would be the fucking ring bearer. Are you kidding me? And we'd make him wear like a little backpack or something. You know what I mean? And he would just walk down. We have to take the rings from him. Perfect. From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. There it is. Van doesn't get any... Come on, Meow. Are there any mini games that we can legitimately play? Or is it all just like spectator sports? Doing very good, man. Thank you so much for asking. How's your week been treating you so far? Can't play any, just have to observe all. Oh, it's literally just the car and the gliding? All right, then we're just going to speed through this. Can bring Nina too? Halfway done. Thank God. How's Youngblood and the missus? Everybody's doing pretty good, man. How very kind of you to extend me an invitation. This just seemed like the sort of thing that you'd be used to. Well, soaring through the skies on Pottermatter was one thing. Pottermatter name drop. Doing so with a male companion is a first for me. The pressure's on me to be a good escort then. Hey, Damien, thank you so much for the alert, man. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, bud. Did a bunch of driving because it was really fun to drive.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
Certainly. All of their budget went to fishing? Yeah, and all the cake. Lots of it. Lots of cake, and I am not complaining. What does this guy in the boat hit, or does he just take like a sharp right?
Holy.
Too much slack, bro. You give us fucking whiplash. We're gonna fall overboard. And scene.
Hell of a ride.
I had a wonderful time.
Time to bro out. You've never been parasailing before, right? Yeah, I'm pumped to see how it stacks up for a primo party animal like me. Sounds like you already think that you're too good for it. Quit yapping already and let's fly. All right.
Hang on tight.
Sure. I'll kill some
Think a
time.
Ren romance could work, not necessarily with the main character. I mean, I don't, like, and I know she's gonna grow up and whatever, dude. She's 18, going to be 18, whatever we determine. So, you know, yeah, she'll be a grown up. She'll be a grown woman, make her own decisions, but I can't picture as anything other than
Let's see
like
how fast we can go.
the little sister, man. You know what I mean? Stella and Joshua. I have the, like, that's between like her and now Ferry.
I bet this
Those
could work in
like seem to
Longport,
be
too.
two of like the characters that we see often enough where it's just like I can't imagine them like in a relationship, you know, as they get older, when they're older. I'm presuming they will eventually be in a relationship, but this is also like we're talking video game characters and I've already allotted too much
Son's
brain
pretty damn gorgeous,
to
ain't
like thinking about this. I'm a dad, can't process her kids growing up. You're not wrong, Grumpy.
Man, that breeze feels awesome.
Ren doesn't seem to be interested in much. Maybe Agnes? I could like, so again, you know, I don't think any of us get really toxic about it, which is, you know, we just all playful jabs here and there. But like, I've seen people that want to ship Van and Agnes, and that's fine, but I absolutely hope that that doesn't happen. I put Agnes with
Hell of a
Katra.
ride.
Fine, I'll admit it. It was actually kind of fun.
Bro, I gotta give him up to 2 stars at least. Also remember that Cassius is their father, so that makes martial art people afraid. He's a bad mother effer, you know?
Let's take to the skies.
Sure. I'll kill some time with you.
They're already shipping Agate and Tita no matter what the fandom thinks or wants. It's true.
Too.
And I still don't want that one either. Like, but again, it's a matter of like
Let's see
Tita
how
has
fast
gotten
we can go.
older and, you know, the kids grow up and whatever. I just feel like they just kept trying to like cram like Agate and Tita down our throats. You know what I mean? Like, and I just never saw it as anything more than like brother sister. Still.
This is what I'm talking about.
You doing okay?
Fine, I'll admit it. It was actually kind of fun.
Falcom loves the brother boyfriend stuff. I guess so. Is that like an anime trope or something? Like, I know it's kind of cliche in like, you know, romance, like cheesy romance movies, you know what I'm saying? Like TLC flicks, like, but we were like best friends, like, you know, Dawson's Creek and shit. Agate and Tita is too much of an age gap for me. Yeah, Aspen, I'm with you too, bud. But like I said, I feel like it's the same thing with like Ren and Ferry. Like, they're gonna get older, and once they're old enough to make, you know, the decisions themselves, like, they'll eventually date. But again, like, I've already invested too much brain power into thinking about our video game characters and how they're growing up, and I don't want them to grow up. Younger girl having the hots for older figure is pretty anime tropey. Okay. Van and Anya's feels a lot like Tita Agate, young girl and a crush on the older brother type. Yeah, and I like, at least in that regard, Daft, like I feel as though even in like with regards to like Tita and Ed, like the two parallels, I don't feel like with like Van and Anya's as well, like they don't make it so like super duper like over the top, like Tita is just beside herself, like I need Agate, or in Anya's case either, you know what I mean? Which like is good in my opinion. At least they're not like, oh my god, I need it. Like, I haven't seen it, so that's good for me. It works.
Let's take to the skies!
Woohoo! Lift off!
Anya's is more than her crush. Is more than her crush, and I love that. I don't know. Yo, and Gun.
Are the best.
Gun, and even with that one too, that still feels borderline like the same tropey thing I just asked about, like brother sister becoming
so
like,
pretty.
or you know, like the brother sister vibe, but like the brother, like the male figure becomes like the boyfriend. You know what I mean?
It's like we're walking on air.
The age gap matters less as the people get older. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, the wind's way too strong. My hair's gonna get all messed up.
Yeah, and I do love me some Rena and Elisa. Oh, not Elise. Fuck no. I can't stand that.
S up here.
Ugh, that's another one I just absolutely detest the thought of.
You doing okay?
Yeah, that was a ton of fun.
I had to, like, my brain just... Wait, what? Huh? Oof. Fucking sent me for a loop. Yeah, I hate that one, dude. Not a fan. I was like, wait, what? Oh, I read it wrong. Yeah, it's all on me. Ewies, no. No! But I know people also draw, like, the same parallel, like, it's like the same thing as Estelle and Joshua, and, you know, like, he's adopted, and, like, he's adopted, like, so it's not, like, incest, but, nah, dog. It's not the same, even though it is the same headcanon for me, it's not the same. It's exactly the same, but it's not the same at all.
Hang on tight.
It's the same, but it's not the same, but like, it's not the same, but is it the same? I don't know, man. Yeah, Noit. See? Same page. Simpatico, for sure.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
Little bro out, you know?
Ooh, this thing's a little shaky.
Whoa, Swin, what's the matter? You got a fair heights?
Whew, heck of a view.
Yeah, Philly, same here, man. Big time. I think what I hate the most out of that pairing is Reem going like uber overprotective is to me just kind of an eye rolling because she's like slobbering over him. And that's why, like, and you know, I friggin' have to walk it back. I eat my words, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't like the idea of Swin and Nadia together, but they've done it, really, really well. Again, they're not just like jamming it in our face like they are a couple. Like, I think that they've both developed singularly as characters really, really well, and they've developed them as like a pair.
That's a nice view.
Very, very well also.
I'm impressed that someone came up with this idea in the first place.
You doing okay?
Romance isn't bad. Romance written badly is bad. I mean, I guess so, but then it all boils down to personal preference. Because it's like, are we talking TLC movie, like, or a Hallmark movie romance bad? Like, yeah, that's bad to me, but Mrs. Neo loves that shit. Then don't add options? Yeah, Dan, that's exactly the conversation we've been having about how, like, they've moved away from the romance and it's been more like friendship and, like, chemistry building in Daybreak 2. That's behind us now. Two more. All right. Like, why the fuck would... Okay, I'll bring Anya's just because, for the build. Yeah, you're right, Phil. We hope it's behind us. Holy shit. Bro, they give us so much hope in this, and it's like, please don't. Please don't go backwards, please.
Let's take to the skies.
Oh, okay.
The one bit of romance that I enjoyed personally, again, it was between Reen and Elisa. You know what I mean? I loved it. I loved that. I thought that was perfect for me.
The seagulls are flying
Wait till next
here
arc,
too.
the main character has a harem of 100+ like that anime. Golly, imagine. More people will lose more of their minds.
I wish we could fly up here forever.
Yeah, like, the Hallmark movie romance, I think, is awful. Mrs. Neo eats that shit up,
The
though.
wind sure feels nice, doesn't it?
She eats it up. Or like the movie Serendipity with John Cusack, which she watches like 5 times a year.
Oh, look!
Kate Beckinsdale is an absolute smoke show, but that's like the kind of like cheesy, like lovey-dovey stuff that she loves in a movie.
Wow, the sea is so beautiful.
I know if I knew that most, if not all, of my female friends wanted me, I would feel really bad and stressed out. I mean, I wouldn't be stressed out about it so long as you, like, draw a line in the sand. Be like, nope, I'm interested in this person, and that's it. I just want the romance to be organic. Why I like... Yeah, Grumpy, I'm with you. Definitely. All right, dude, what do we got? 2 more? 2 more! All right. Hustle and bustle. By the way, as little as I've been paying attention to the parasailing, like, it's not even like halfway through you get to skip it. It's like 5 seconds before it ends you get to skip it. Oh, geez, thanks. You guys are so swell. Van and Elaine solves that. Do the right thing, Kondo. Kondo, I trust you. Please. I'm honestly shocked with Dan here that he hasn't brought up like the Randy and Tio. The Randy Tio bit, or somebody else hasn't brought it up.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous.
That's
ain't
like
it?
the camera froze. Perfect. Neato! Ah! Don't mind me.
Woo!
And we're back.
Sea breeze feels quite nice.
That look. Ah!
Like
yeah, it looked like I was parasailing. Ah!
This will be a sight to remember.
You doing okay?
Yes. That sort of experience is difficult to come
I'm on the
by.
roller coaster. All right, last one. Finally. This was really, really long. Yeah, for a robot, Reset is friggin'
Hang on
packing.
tight.
Right. I think I might enjoy that.
It's like at the end of East 8 when all of a sudden the tree lady just had knockers for days. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Trees all stacked like this in fucking the East world? Good lord.
This is kind of refreshing, actually. This thing tends to
Falcon
wobble a
was
little,
holding back
doesn't
that
it?
entire game, then whammo! Trees got massive jugs. Tree lady was trying to distract Adel from thinking about Donna? Could be. Just think how much more popular RoboCop would have been if they had done it like Reset. Dude, are you kidding me? They completely missed an opportunity, Grumpy. Even when they did the reboot. Should have just
Like
made it
walking
some
on
like
it.
Reset-esque kind
doing
of
okay?
RoboCop.
I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
All right, we're finally done. God damn. All right, is that it now? Finally? Got everything done? Whew. We visited all the shops. We've done all of our stuffs. Living La Vida Loca. We're calling it a day. Van's group returned to the villa and shared what they learned with the others while on break. So, in other words, we've yet to find any leads, surefire or not. Yeah, we went over this place with a fine-tooth comb. That all said, something about this place stinks. We just haven't sniffed out the source of the stench yet. It's definitely odd that our elusive owner invited us all here, only to never show his face. Well, it's not like we're in any rush to meet him. I can't imagine he invited us here to just give us a relaxing vacation. Doubtful. He's definitely hatching a plot, and nothing good ever comes from that. Then that's all the more reason to stay on the alert. Ugh. Just want to let loose and shoot the shit, man. Is that too much to ask? It'd be a good idea to think about how we want to spend our time from tomorrow on. Oh, another airliner's coming in. I believe that's the last flight scheduled for today. Considering we're in off-season right now, I doubt that there are many passengers on board. Hold the phone. Is that who I think it is? That's one of Marduk's airships. Ah, fudge. Okay. No way! Well, wait a minute. Look who's on the deck of that boat. Oh, shit! Wait, why is she on? Okay, Kurogane being back.
Help, Kurogane. Everything work out okay?
It's just weird. It took me out because she's been on the beach the whole time.
Yes. I've already made contact with our main unit. Also, I have a message from the matron.
What a dull-ass hunk of rock.
Whoa!
Why in hell's name would he hole up here?
Bro, is it gonna be another death match?
Perhaps this is merely a misdirection on his part.
Oh, shit! Literally everybody's here, dog.
Even those Dominions tagged along. Didn't think we'd be running into each other again so soon.
So you came, as I anticipated.
I assume you were drawn here because of that intel.
I'm only here because of the risk management AI's assessment. The general manager requested I fly to this island post-haste. I believe the others are here to assess the threat as well.
Sure as hell didn't expect to find you guys here.
The same goes for the Vice Captain. Who would have thought we'd be sitting shoulder to shoulder on the heels of that dreadful little squabble?
I have no quarrel with you at present. There's a time and a place for grudges.
Ashlad, you're also sus.
That's our line, bucko.
Oh, so these are the people they were telling us about. Sounds like everyone has their own reasons for being here.
They're probably after the Fragments or the island's owner.
I'm surprised some of them would even dare to show their faces here, though.
Oh, shit! Damn Spriggan and
Rosalie!
his rats are here! What the hell's going
Oh,
on?
shit! Wait, is that South? Oh, it is!
The Longport tapered off much sooner than I predicted.
Bro, everybody, like,
We have the
legit
Lee
is
family
here.
to thank for that.
Golly.
So, you bastard! Stay your tongue, boy. Neither words nor action can change what's past. Save your breath and spare us your misplaced ire.
Calm down. Don't let him get to you.
Too late.
It looks like the prominent players have arrived.
Gathering us all here was likely part of the owner's plan.
Only Adios knows why, though. Unless those two know something we don't.
Hell no. There ain't a man in all of Zemuria who knows what goes on in that crazy bastard's head.
However, he did say you would likely be here. At least now we can finally settle matters between us.
We'll just see how things play out. Either way, this will make for quite the interesting little vacation.
Bro, I'll say. Baku, what's up, man? How the hell are you, brother? Afterwards, the courtesy car drivers took the newest arrivals back to the villa. However, there were now more guests than there were rooms. Battle. It's going to be something, I'm sure of it. After talking things over with the manager, Katra agreed to room with Esmeralda, and Judith shared a room with Nina. Excuse me, pardon me, sorry. Whew, that sure was a hassle, but I think we've finally got it all sorted out. I hope we're sharing a room with Elaine. Boy, do I. Still can't believe we had that many people show up all at once. What the hell is this nut job up to? Guess mulling over it now won't really solve anything. If he's gonna make a move, he'll do it tomorrow. We can work out what our next play is in the morning. Something definitely smells off, though. Maybe I should take another look around the island before hitting the sack. Oh, shoot. Oh, we still have... Ooh. Nighttime. I forgot about the nighttime connection points. Woo. All right. Well, then. All right. Well, hang on, because now we have to save scum those, too. Still alive? Same here, dude. Don't know how, but we certainly are. All right, so... we're gonna do worst to first. Sorry, not worst. That's probably kind of harsh. Gonna go 3, 2, 1. This is where our two starlets are staying. Funny that they'd wind up bunking together. Forget it, I'm telling you, we have to start with something on the lighter side. But spine-tingling horror is the perfect fit for a resort getaway. The heck are you arguing about? Hey, you too good in there? Oh, hello, Van. Hey, what do you think you're doing barging into a lady's room like you own the place? Hey, I knocked, didn't I? Your voices were carrying into the hallway. Don't tell me you two were fighting. Fighting? As if. Me and Nina were just planning to spend the evening binging some flicks. The only issue is that we can't seem to agree on what to watch first. Oh, you're putting on a movie marathon, huh? I see they even brought up a widescreen for the occasion. Yes, holy smokes, dude. Look at all the friggin' hooch, too. We're gonna get hammered drunk, watch a horror movie, and snuggle. Yes, we found out that the villa offered a checkout service for him. I figured, why not? I mean, how often do me and Nina get to room together? Sure, this is a vacation spot, but there's no shame relaxing indoors, right? Doesn't bother me none. All the running around we did earlier probably has you tuckered out. Besides, a pair of top actresses watching movies back to back sounds like a pretty swell time. Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you join us then? Ain't this supposed to be more of a girls' night? You wouldn't want some guy spoiling that. We don't mind in the least. As a matter of fact, we've been hoping to talk films with you for a long time now. Yeah, you can't put a price on raw feedback from a movie buff. So, are you gonna get your butt in here or not? You can help yourself to any from the bar, too. We'll even let you pick out the first movie to kick us off. Well, at least we don't have to worry about the paparazzi in a place like this. All right. I guess I could sit in for a bit. And so, Van found himself settling in for a watch-a-thon with two of the biggest names in cinema. The atmosphere was rather relaxed with the three of them talking through the movies they'd seen before. This is a dog-eat-dog industry. One night with that cretin is nothing if it gets me some work. This is getting us nowhere. I'm so tired of all this. I just want to get away. I'll go back to the old me and... Oh, Nikki Marceau is amazing in this. She switches between roles like it's nothing. Yeah, her screen presence is incredible. Agreed, it's almost chilling how well she can shift the atmosphere. Maybe I should try emulating that. This is a dog-eat-dog industry. One night with that cretin is nothing if it gets me some work. This is getting us nowhere. I'm so tired of all this. I just want to get away. I'll go back to the old me and... Damn. Bravo. You nailed that. I was beginning to think that you were straight up possessed. Oh, stop it. Anyways, back to the movie. Mishi! It worked just like you said. I won the Z1 car model from the sweepstakes. You're the best, Mishi. So how about getting me those Mihi-arvelous boots now, huh? And then I can become a real human. We can go on walks and dance till the sun goes down. This is just adorable, even if it does have some bite to it. No kidding, it takes a real wild turn for something geared toward... Oh my gosh, this is Murder Mishi movie! Ha! I just put that together! It's the old Murder Mishi movie! Holy hell! Unless it's like part 2 or something, but yeah, the old Child's Play-esque Mishi murder flick. Yeah, they were pouring out of the theaters in tears, come to think of it. Elaine mentioned seeing this too. She gave it a rave review while we were catching up over drinks last year. Can't take the word of a Mishi nut like her at face value, though. Well, you can't just bring her up and expect me not to sink my teeth in. I've been waiting too long to hear the juicy deets on your sweet little high school escapades. I had no idea. Now you've got me curious, too. Van Arkwright and Elaine Arkwright together. Just what sort of relationship did you have? All right, quit pecking at me, you starving harpies. That was good, dude. Oh, Rick, I'm so sorry. Could you at least look away, sir? I'm really not used to this sort of thing. You know, this wouldn't be half as awkward if you weren't staring a hole into the screen. What's the problem? I'm just taking in what a great actress Judith Lanster is. Yes, the way you portray Zoe's embarrassment is so true to life. Maybe we should rewind and give that scene a closer look. Oh, you're asking for it now, Nina. Let's see how you like this. Take that. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Yeah, dude. Tickle fight. Let's turn this into a pillow fight. No, have mercy, Judith. I can't see the movie. Okay, now I'm really starting to feel like a third wheel. It's gonna be like Rob Schneider. Pillow's just gonna explode. And you two really know how to pick them. I don't think that there was a single dud in the bunch. So what's next on the list? I'm glad you asked. You're in for a real surprise. We managed to get our hands on digital copies of each of our latest films. Bro, they're pirating movies too? Shut up. You serious? Is that even allowed? Of course, both of them had preview screenings the past few days anyways. We're doing a magazine collaboration where the two of us report on each other's performances. That's how we got these files. They even gave us permission to show them to friends as long as they follow the non-disclosure agreement. It's getting late though, so we'll probably only have time for one of them. And as our guest of honor, you get to decide which. No pressure, huh? Just pick whichever one speaks to you. You can always catch the other in theaters. Though, if you'd like a recommendation, I suggest watching Judith in The Adventures of Rockford, The Golden Calamity. It's a swashbuckler set in an ancient ruin. The release was met with critical acclaim, so I've been looking forward to seeing it. No way! We should watch Nina in My Casablanca. It's a bittersweet story about young love at a prestigious girls' school. I've been dying to check it out. Former is a blockbuster that hasn't been playing in any of the places I've gone, but the latter ain't even out in the public yet. Damn, I'd hate to miss out on either one. Haven't we seen Rockford already? I feel like we saw Rockford. Like, actually, like, in the theater, unless I'm crazy. Okay, so we have, then we're gonna do My Casablanca then. Let's go with My Casablanca. Ha, I win. All right. I'll go start it up then.
I understand that. It's just...
Oh, don't tell me you actually believe that pen pal of yours is your dream soulmate. How juvenile. Flights
Maybe
of
they're just
romantic
friends, right,
fancy
Grumpy?
are all well and good. But I think it's about time you grew up, Sherry.
Her delivery is something else. Gah, I've got to start stepping up my game. For all the insecurities Nina used to hide, she's really starting to come out of her shell. It turned out just as I thought it would, for better or for worse. I wonder if I've gotten any closer to the genuine article. They were roommates. Phew-wee, I am spent. That was a real fun time, though. I'd been meaning to check out Nina's performance, or how Nina's performance turned out. Yeah, I got so caught up in that I almost forgot to breathe. I'm not sure what to do with all this praise, but it really is educational for me to sit down and review my work with other people. Man, though, I'm still reeling over the perks I get out of knowing you two. Still, part of me does feel like a brand new movie should be enjoyed on the big screen. I don't blame you. There's no substitute for the magic of a full cinematic experience. Shoot, now I feel kind of bad for robbing you of that. Hey, don't think twice about it. Not everyone gets inside access to private showings like this. I'm sure I'll pay the silver screens another visit sometime soon anyway. This just gives me an excuse to go see it again. That's very sweet of you to say. Why the long face, Nina? Oh, I was just thinking about how lucky I am to be part of this industry. So many people take joy in our work and form opinions on the performances we give. Getting the opportunity to work with you, Mr. Gotti, Mr. Lam, and so many others have been such a blessing. It almost feels wasted on someone like me. Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to go on and on about myself like that. No worries, I think it's important to be grateful for what we have. Doubly so for big names like us. It's all too easy to get snooty once you climb to the top. Still, Nina, modesty or not, you shouldn't put yourself down with that someone like me talk. Films are built on the talents of huge groups of people working together. No one actor comes up with their performances in a vacuum. Acting skills alone aren't enough. It takes good scripting, direction, art, and sound design, even a good manager. All of those things gelling together are what make a movie, and by extension, you, the real deal. I will say already that this bonding event seems like it's 10 times longer than any of the ones we did daytime. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah, I suppose I owe an apology for being unfair. To the production team, the audience, and myself most of all. Right. Have some confidence, Nina. There's no one else out there who's quite like you. Ben and I can vouch for how amazing you are, and so can the people watching you on screen. I appreciate that. Hell, even if you weren't an actress, our opinion probably wouldn't change. I think you'd be surprised at how well the fans would take this genuine offstage version of you. Come to think of it, maybe the several jinx we had were to blame, but I feel as though I've been a little unprofessional this evening. Blame the booze. It's what we all do. Put too many back, say a bunch of shit, and then you fucking regret it afterwards. Woof. Join the club. This had the same vibe as me hanging out in my living room back home. I'm pretty used to it with Judith, but this was my first time seeing a more personal side of you. Still, it's just another part of what makes you Nina Fenley. You still got a lot to figure out at your age, but as long as you don't lose sight of yourself, things will turn out just fine. Right, I'll take that to heart. Thank you both. Maybe someday I'll learn to have the same self-confidence they have. On the flip side, I'm not sure I've ever seen you get so mentorly, Judith. I figured even the folks at the talent agency were rolling their eyes trying to keep your bungling butt out of trouble. My butt is not bungling. Wait, people don't actually do that, do they, Nina? Oh, now now that's neither here nor there. Anyways, why don't we chat a while about what we just watched? I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of the scenes. That sounds fun. I could stand to hit the sauce a little more anyway. Hey, don't dodge the question. Van and Nina continued giving the undeterred Judith a hard time as the trio concluded their marathon with a short bit of film discussion.
I very much enjoyed that. Although I'm a little embarrassed that you saw me acting so different from how I am in public.
Mind you, some Nina Judith fan art. I can only. Is it cultured?
A long time ago. Wait, that's not what I meant. Hey, what's with that smug grin?
That was good though, but like I said, it was just like way longer than any of the other ones. Not that I'm complaining. More observation for sure. So now we get a save scum. It was suggestive. Okay, yeah, so that means cultured for sure. You don't have as many points, so longer, I guess. Yeah, maybe that makes sense, Hibbington. And actually, How are you, man? What's going on? Dad doing better tonight? Less stressed about Mr. Unlimited and the guy that doesn't poop? Well, I shouldn't say and the guy that doesn't poop. Mr. Unlimited is the guy that supposedly doesn't poop. You know, he's a giant now. Oof, I'm sorry. Van decided to go check on Fairy, whom he'd spotted heading toward the island's ruins with a strained look on her face. However, he was surprised to find that someone else had beaten him to the punch. Is it, I also just thought about this too. If you, like, do you get, I mean, are there any, like, god tier items you get for maxing out people? So, you're here too. I figured as much. Like hell you did. I was bored, so I came by to watch. It's not that deep. Anyway, what's your take on that? Not this time? Okay. Oh. The way that you carry yourself and your weapon has certainly improved. But in the end, the weight of your blade is as ephemeral as it ever was. Feed the fire within you and stoke it well, lest it eventually burn out. I can keep going. Just one more rematch. I love this tune, man. So long as there are still hurdles you've yet to surmount, the outcome won't change. My role here is finished. I'll leave the rest to your boss and colleague. Van, Aaron, were you eavesdropping? Well enough to slip a certain someone's notice. Can't say that we were the best choices to fill in for you, though. Seriously, man, how you gonna just chuck your own flesh and blood out like yesterday's trash? There is no filling in to be done. The issue lies with Ferida herself. As was stated in Longport, I've nothing more to say on the matter, not until you're able to face your inner flame. Awesome. At this point, I think he gets off in the whole vague and mysterious shtick. So what now? You want a sparring partner? I'm game. Going against someone as many leagues above you as your brother ain't gonna be much of a crash course. But I could always pass along some of his combat tips from when he was my instructor. And Aaron, if you really don't mind, then yeah, let's do it. Afterward, Van and Aaron spent some time helping Ferry with her training. Excuse me. They then decided to take a break once her stamina finally gave out. Well, I still got another fight in me. You up for it, small fry? It's okay. I don't want to put you two out. That's enough training for one evening anyway. Besides, I need to cool off and get some thinking done. About what Qasim told you? Guess it'd be tough not to dwell on it. It seemed like he really gave you the cold shoulder back at Longport, too. Is there something that he said when you returned home last year? There's no hiding anything from you, huh, Van? Your priestess duties went off without a hitch, though, right? I did learn the dances that are passed down in my village, and I performed the rituals like I was supposed to. But apparently, the point of it all went completely over my head. The dance is supposed to communicate some sort of hidden meaning, but I never figured out what it was. Farida, the true purpose of this ritual is for the Children of Flames to confront the origins of the Kruga. You must grasp its meaning for yourself and spark the fire inside, steeling you for the times to come. Just as our distant kinsmen once did to fulfill the duties demanded of them long ago. Fail to do the same and you will soon reach your limits. Distant kinsmen? Come to think of it, there's that one tribe in the buffer zone between us and the Empire. I did great performing the dance itself, but I never realized there was more to it until Qasim said so. What's wrong with me? How could I not even know what the pride of our people is built on? Wish I had the answers. All I can say is that your bro's got an even bigger stick up his ass than he did last year. Yeah. The Kamsin's a reasonable guy, but there's clearly more going on beneath the surface here. Still, everyone's got to figure out their own personal style of facing up to things for themselves. There's a reason your old man's trying to give you the opportunity to broaden your horizons. Yeah, I think I get what Abi and Qasim are going on here. It's just, even if I do come up with my own answer, how am I supposed to know if it's good enough? The more I mull it over, the more confused I get. Oh, jeez. This isn't like you, small fry. That attitude's just gonna put a damper on your inner flame or whatever. It's times like these when you gotta let loose and live a little. What you got there? How about that? Great minds think alike. Huh? Don't tell me you brought some too. Is it Andalusia? Oh, bro! Wow, look how pretty these sparklers are. They even come in different colors. It's just so... Wow! Can't remember how many years it's been since I last held one of these. They were giving them away for free at the villa, so I figured they'd be a fun way to kill some time. And apparently I wasn't the only one. Quit trying to psychoanalyze me. I just got to thinking about how me, my mom, and Ashin used to do this a long time ago. It's not so bad once in a while. Yeah, definitely. Sparklers sure are strange, huh? They burn a lot weaker than, say, a bonfire, but all the colors and shapes they come in are so mesmerizing. I wonder if it's okay for the Kruga's flames to take different forms, too. Maybe it's not all about strength. Maybe each person's flame is colored by the things they've experienced. If that makes sense to you, then it's all the explanation you need. That's what I always say. You may have a duty to your family, but how you choose to fulfill it is up to you and no one else. Same applies to your brother. I'll bet he had to take a good long look at himself before he managed to choose his own path. Choose his own path, huh? You're right. Qasim must have gone through this too. Thanks, you two, for everything. Don't sweat it, small fry. Hell's with the googly eyes. You got something to confess? Nah, it's just nice to see you cheer up a little. Ain't often you're this thoughtful to Ferry either. Guessing you've had a lot on your mind lately? Yeah, well, all that BS with Sao and Gaolong really got under my skin. But you know, at some point it hit me. All I do is sulk behind them. I won't ever be able to pull ahead. So while you figure out how to face yourself, I'm going to be right at your side, blazing my trail. Aaron. Sounds like a plan to me. I'll do my part to keep your ass afloat. So grind on till you're satisfied with where you end up. Like I need your permission. Damn. Aw, it went out. I feel a little bad that we didn't get to share this with the others. Hey, no time like the present. What do you say we call everyone over? We've got more sparklers than we know what to do with. Might as well go another round. Again, man, like, we haven't known this cast, like, nearly as long as, say, Friends in Sky, Friends in Crossbell, Friends in Erebonia, but it, just, like, the time that we've already had to get to know them and, like, what we've all established as the players and as, you know, experiencing the group, this one hit really good. The music too. It's always the music placement, man. They're so pretty. That's what I said. Yeah, this is a nice change of pace. Are you feeling this, S? I'm looking. Settle down before you burn somebody. There are plenty more to spare, so please have at it. Hell yeah, keep lighting those babies up. Never a dull moment with this bunch. At last, he begins to put things behind him. I'm expecting much of you, Aaron Way. Keep striving, Farida. Don't stop until you've found your answer. Once the group had their fill of the sparklers, everyone helped Fairy and Aaron clean up. Despite their reluctance to call it a night, they then headed back to the villa together.
I'm sorry for making you worry, but thanks to you, I feel like I'm that much closer to figuring out what my flame should be.
Huh. You know, I think I'm feeling a little better too. Let's all do this again sometime.
And I feel like it was also, like, in the beginning of it, you know, just between Aaron, Ferry, and Van. At least my perception of it, between Aaron and Ferry, it's I know it sounds really corny, but like staying, you know, like if you're still stay true to like your inner child, you know what I mean? Like whatever other like cliche you want to like, you know what I mean? Like don't be so quick to grow up, but also in the same respect, like they've both had to grow up very quickly, you know? Hey, Johnny, how are you, man? This is one of my favorite Connect events for sure. It feels like the whole Arc Ride solution together. This was super duper good, Dan. Absolutely. Knocked it out of the fucking park. We also got a nugget of lore with Kruger being related to the Nords. A really strong event. Wind. Top 3 in the game that I liked, right on. Damn. And then we still have more activity points? Holy shit, man. Alright, well, yeah, we already saved, like, so we already did this one earlier. So now we'll just be able to do Celise and Leon. Wind and flames, bro. Upon seeing Celise and Leon heading out, Van decided to follow in their direction. In time, he began to hear the distinct sound of swords clashing. Oh, shoot. You're wide open. Ha! Says who? So they came here for a little spar, huh? That answers the question. Guess I'll just leave him to it then. Oh, seen enough already. Sure you didn't come all this way just to leave without so much as a hello to your fellow pupils? Whoops. Didn't mean no disrespect, just trying to stay in my lane. I spotted the two of you leaving and thought something might be up, so I came by to scope things out. As well as gain some insight as to why we're on Nemeth, I take it. I won't deny caution is a virtue, even when it comes to those you once joined hands with. Okay. You saw right through me. Just let me off with a slap on the wrist, and I'll scram. Yeah? Then make like a tree and get the fuck out of here. Old Biff Tannen. Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? Actually, hold that thought. Maybe you showed up at just the right time. Huh? Celise, I don't like that look in your eye. Lighten up for once. How often do we get a chance like this? If you're thinking of taking a break after sweating out a bit, we brought some of the good stuff, so why don't you stick around? Oh, some of the Holy Sacrament, huh? A little bit of fucking blood of Adios? The good stuff? Whoa, having some absinthe instead? Few bottles of booze on a full moon, huh? Classy. To be honest, I was hoping that you'd have some Holy City sweets to pass around, but I can roll with this too. Did you really believe we'd slip out of the dead of night to have some dessert? We could always keep the alcohol to ourselves if you're going to complain. Who's complaining? Oh, I will say I prefer my booze a little more on the sugary side. Still, nothing beats Eastern liquor when it comes to moon gazing. You really know what's up. Father Master Bearguard would take a sip under the moon every once in a while back when he was in Arteria. It was something he used to do with his fellow martial artists, so I wanted to see what all the hype was about. Sharing the same drink the way that we share the same master makes for a pretty good setup, am I right? Unexpected company notwithstanding. This chilled long lie rice wine is one master himself recommended. They happened to have it at the restaurant, so I placed an order. And there are only enough snacks for two, though, so do try to imbibe responsibly. Itchy nose. Sorry. Sure, sorry for crashing the party. I've been meaning to bring this up, but y'all are real attached to Master, huh? Gotta say it feels a little hero worshipy. You watch your mouth. What's so wrong about showing the man some respect, huh? It's not just us either. Mention the roaring lion to anyone in the Graalsritter and simmer down, Celise. His is an ignorance no explanation can cure. Jeez, bro, I'm right here. Now, why don't we begin while the moon's still in full view? Oh, right. Well, better late than never. To Master Bearguard, may he remain safe and in good health. Cheers. Hey, man. We ain't drinking booze, but I'm fucking pros to all of you dudes. Instead of moonlight, I got studio lights. Love you guys. In the time, the conversation began to pick up as the trio regaled one another with old tales about Bearguard. After a good several drinks, they soon found themselves rather inebriated. So me and Leon went to Master and said, look, we're begging you to find a hobby outside of work. Oh, dude, yeah. Everybody's toast. The old rosy cheeks. Next time we meet, he rides in on his new wheels with a big old grin on his face. We were happy to see the guy, but yeesh. To think that was your influence at work, Van. The austere model knight we called Master was decked out in biker gear and genuinely taken with it at that. It was rather conflicting, suffice it to say. Now, even Van's fucking toasted, right on. Hey, his fashion sense is his own business. Not that I wasn't prepared to take the blame anyway. Heh. What did you expect? The man's our idol, but you're the apple of his eye. He's got a whole lot of other students, too. So you'd better batten down your hatches, pal. Please tell me about a guy named Gaius Warzel, please. Other students, huh? Seems like he has plenty within the church alone. Let's see, there's you two, the vice captain. Oh yeah, what about that porcupine head you guys were working with? Oh! Yeah! They still exist! Yeah! God, they're not in game yet, but they're still here in some capacity. Yes! They didn't totally forget. It makes me feel so fucking good. Porcupine head. I didn't realize you and the name drop! Whoop! I didn't realize you and Kevin were acquainted. But no, he had a different instructor. She passed at a young age, but the influence she's had on the lives of him and his partner Reese endures to this day. Still, I think all us younger Dominions see Master as a mentor on some level. He's been around even longer than Ein and Thomas, so the number of people he's taken under his wing is more than I can count. Yo! But as far as martial arts goes, his most respectable student is probably Wazi's right-hand man. Really? Huh. No shit. His most respectable student is Abbas. I didn't see that one coming, man. That's great. That is excellent. You mean Abbas. I hear he studied the Kunlun style under Master Bearguard directly. Though it seems he's recently had his hands full looking after a number of, shall we say, colorful new comrades. Hey, the fact that he keep them all in line just shows how much discipline Master beat into him. No offense, but the more I hear about these people, the more off the wall you folks sound. Well, we do come from all walks of life. This may sound odd coming from me, but his youngest pupil is likely the least objectionable of the bunch. Wow! There he is! My guy, it's the fucking wind! I love the callbacks, man. Like, God, just getting to see him all again, man. I friggin' love it. Oh, Gaius. For someone so young, he pretty much had his crap together from the get-go. Since Master risked his life for the and transferred his stigma to the guy, I think he was keen on training him to the brink, though he didn't get the chance. As a native of the Highlands and an alumnus of Thor's Academy's special class, Gaius serves as a reminder for us not to fall behind. Bro, Celeste giving Gaius a head pat? Like, that's adorable. And unlike a certain someone, I feel there is much to learn from his sincere and diligent example. Would it kill you to stop sneaking jabs at me every other sentence? Damn, though. You got so many stories to dig into that I don't even need any snacks. Speaking of which, you two have been together a pretty long time now, huh? As a duo, I mean. That's the best word for it after seeing the way you mesh. I just get the impression Stigma users ain't usually so buddy-buddy in the Gralls Ritter. Really diving deep there, huh? Me and Leon aren't an item if that's what you're thinking. Thank heaven for small miracles. The hell you mean by that, asshole? Hey, I wasn't trying to imply anything. It's just the hard stuff making me curious is all. I won't press the issue if you'd rather not talk about it. Well, I don't see the benefit in being cagey. You raise a valid point. It's rare for Dominions to team up with one another in lieu of a squire. Chalk it up to us knowing each other for over a decade. We got Master Bearguard to thank for that. Right around the... fucking music just hits like a... Right around the time I made Dominion, he brought in some pouty little punk from Adios knows where. And then for Adios knows why, he paired us up. I remember us button heads from minute one. And that's because in those days, Celise was the very picture of a rambunctious delinquent. She'd fly into a rage and grab me by the collar at the drop of a hat. Every day I would think to myself, why did I have to get stuck with her? Think? Hell, you said it straight to my face! Yeah, that's more or less how it was for a while. We were the partners who just wouldn't click. No way, no how. But then, well, let's just say shit happened. After that, things started to change a little. Suddenly, this jagoff who pushed my every button became the one person I trusted to have my back more than anybody. All according to Master Bearguard's designs, no doubt. He knew that our abysmal chemistry would eventually give way to an unparalleled bond of trust. That from the dark brands both of us bore would come the frost and flames we used to support each other. Crap. I feel my cheeks getting all blushy. That's your own fault for letting the liquor loosen your lips. A little forethought might do you some good next time. This is why the Vice Captain always refers to you as a raging bull, you realize? Like you're one to talk? Getting all shit-faced and running your mouth? Oh wait, that's how you are sober too. Master really knew what he was doing pairing you up. I finally get how you two lasted so long for a squire pegging around. Squire. No, I read that wrong. I finally get how you two lasted so long for a square peg in a round hole. Watch it, wise guy. I do believe we've overstepped the point of discretion. That said, Van, turnabout is fair play. Don't think you're getting out of this without your own little trip down memory lane. I figured this would circle back to me eventually. You're right, though. I probably owe you two an explanation about what happened back then. With you and Master Bearguard, you mean? Oh, son of a... We're out of booze. Leon! Man, how the hell did we knock these things back so quick? I legit thought she was just like drunk munchy. She's like, there's one kebab left and it's mine. Let's take that as a sign to wrap things up. This conversation has dragged on long enough. We wouldn't want to hold Van up any more than we have already. Guess not. I'll just get out of your hair and make my way back then. It was fun talking with you guys. Yeah, same here. Bro, I wanted more Van lore. Van made his farewells to Leon and Celise, feeling pleasantly uplifted by the drinks they had shared. After sobering up a